All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Kaiji, Season 1, Episode 18.
All
18.
right.
18 millimeters left.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
My boy, you done goofed.
You've kind of set yourself up to really not get much out of this.
No.
But even if you go for it, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Yeah, because you really haven't been able to figure out the strategy for this. You haven't made much money yet. Like, just being able to pay off your debt would be fantastic. Your debt and also taking care of your buddy, like you promised. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. I do think Kaiji is still being presented with a really big opportunity here if he's able to keep his head and wits about him. But given who he's up against, how many times he's done this and just absolutely has a read on Kaiji now, you really need to shake up the method here. Otherwise, you're just going to end up losing bit by bit. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, you can just walk away after this too. You know? Yes.
Assuming you actually pay off your own debt and not your buddy's debt, because like you feel like you owe him, and so you'll just.
Well, I mean, he's going to be stuck in debt. They're going to keep. They're going to keep pounding his ass for forever, and just keep dragging him down as long as possible.
I'm just hoping that at least Kaiji, with this, you say, "Hey, let's take 5. I need to, think about this, right?"
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like,
no. We finished the game. He stays here. I love how much this is going to become a psychological battle just against sound itself.
Yes.
And also just the idea that someone is so completely read you like this. So.
And there's all of these people who are just in here to watch.
Yeah. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Right, but he's not at risk right now. For him, it would probably be disappointing his boss.
Yeah, having some kind of loss of face, yeah. Yep.
Okay, I like it.
Tonegawa, do you have any family? Yeah.
You're sure making me desperate. Yeah, you could theoretically get him even if you don't get him with fear. You could piss him off, maybe.
The way he's kind of favored the one card. Yeah. It was agonizing for me. Nice, we don't get to see either of them, even though I'm pretty sure he picked the slave. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
This is why you should just be betting 1 millimeter right now, Kaiji. It's no fun like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll just be thinking about surviving.
What's crazy is that Kaiji just
My guy. Right. You'd have to bet 1 millimeter. No, even betting 1 millimeter each time after that, you could still lose.
He said it. Put it down.
Yeah.
God, this guy was like scared for
Kaiji, yeah.
For Kaiji, yep. Fuck.
Now has Kaiji figured it out that
Oh,
he's not
there,
gonna play
fear.
it ever? Oh, okay.
No, I think Kaiji is looking
Specifically
to see
for
if
that
he'll
pressure.
slip there. Yeah. He did present without necessarily knowing. He now has a point where
Tonegawa has pressure on him.
Tonegawa actually does have pressure on him. Oh. Fear.
Okay. I wouldn't say shaking in fear necessarily.
No. We'll see if he favors cards subconsciously or anything like that. Right. It's a very small amount, but it's
Right, but it's something.
Noticeable. Right, because he has to decide first, right, for this one, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing. He's going to wait till the very end, and that's how Kaiji's going to get him. And then we can get the satisfying, like, we know that Kaiji's won before the cards are revealed kind of deal.
I mean, it depends on if it gets down to 2 cards, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
I
because
like
he
it.
set up a pattern as well. Yep. So now he bluffs with his face to show the fear.
Yeah, because it would be a crazy game of chicken to be like, you know, but what if he actually did?
Yeah, he actually pondered.
Okay. So we see what card it is.
I think Tonegawa could play it on the 3rd one.
I think he could too.
The 4-minute mark. Wow.
Because you can also go based on the assumptions of the other side, right? If you think you'll be able to tell, you know, if they play it first,
Yeah.
then that might be the perfect time to play it first, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're thinking you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would probably play it on the 3rd, personally.
Depending on whether he can get a read on Tonegawa's, or on Kaiji's, like, resolve here. If Kaiji still seemed shaken, I would probably wait till the last one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, see that? Fuck.
The most standard strategy, but I've seen it before. Fuck!
Yeah, because you set up the pattern, and so, oh shit.
You still made him think about it a lot. But he could read you.
No. Yeah, that's.
10!
Holy
Fuck!
shit. Kaiji isn't going to be getting any money out of this. He is literally just going to be playing to survive. Nope.
No such thing, yeah.
Right.
Years. Fuck, man. Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. It's like a poker player playing too many hands. Yeah. Raw intuition.
Shit.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep. Good stuff. I love Tonegawa so much.
Yep.
He's so terrifying.
That's
He's just this unstoppable mountain of will.
Now the thing is here, at this point, Kaiji only has 6 millimeters left under traditional measures. But what if he lost his eardrum here and bet beyond 6? You know?
I mean, it's on the Emperor side, so he's not going to get much for winning it.
That's true. He's going to bet more than 6. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, that's... Fuck.
Look at him, he's broken.
Shit. Watch, and because he's broken here... What? Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Yep. I was waiting for this, some kind of body language thing that communicates it. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. They're all cues. Yep.
Uh-huh.
He keeps giving him all these outs, though.
Yeah,
Just keeps telling him how he's beating him.
Well, it did take him a little while to get used to how it worked for you. But yeah, this is part of the psychological warfare, probably.
Yeah. I respect it. Mm-hmm. I respect it.
Yeah, no, he gotcha. He gotcha.
Yeah. Just to prove it. It's only for one anyway, so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's just go right through them. Yep. He's already lost. He's already lost this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Another. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now. Oh my god. So, that does give a special opportunity, though.
Yeah.
If he bets 1 millimeter every time and he loses each time until the last one, on the last one, when it's Kaiji with the slave, it doesn't matter whether he bets 1 millimeter or 20.
Yeah, that's true. Because that could just kill him then, you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, you know.
It has extra to be
right,
on
exactly, yeah. So he could bet a lot more than 1 millimeter. And if he loses his hearing, you know, but...
His voice acting, huh? Oh! Oh! Alright, yeah, let's end the episode, yeah.
That's holy shit.
What do you bet? All right. Yep.
And if you thought that the fear was there before,
Yeah, the fear is now
it's
multiplied by 100.
holy shit.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Kaiji,
shit.
Yeah, good luck with this. We just went down the worst possible timeline for you. I feel so bad for him right now. The level of panic and anxiety and terror he must be going through.
Yep.
So palpable.
And
Holy shit.
the way that he lost the 10 millimeters on that one, where it's okay, I set him up, but I've set up a pattern. And so he's not going to do that, right? But what if he did, right? And that thought just never enters his mind.
And he's not even thinking about his body language at this point either.
No. Yeah. Like,
the fact that we still have a situation where Tonegawa can keep kind of revealing to him essentially what years of experience actually means doing this. It's not just that he's in his head.
Nope.
It's that he's like, no. I'm a professional gambler. I'm an old, wizened professional gambler.
Yep.
You are coming in here thinking you found some great reveal, which is such a childish thing to think about. Like it's the kid that, like first discovers like I don't know, like,
Right, they think that because they can't see their parent can't see them, and so they hide, like they cover their eyes, and then it's like, no, you can't
brilliant.
see me. Yeah,
it's like no, your whole ass, leg is sticking out from behind the corner there.
Yeah,
Or it's you're actually moving underneath the laundry that you're hiding, and now we see.
Yeah.
So that terror that he's got to feel of not just that he's got him by breaking Kaiji, cool, you found one of the typical strategies, but that's the biggest trap you could ever do is just stopping at reason. But no, rather than making his head a web of complex, contradictions and stuff like that, he's so scared that he can't see beyond himself and his own emotions and realizing that, no, if anything, Tonegawa is using all of his willpower to control his expression so that Kaiji thinks that he's actually
getting one over on him.
Getting one over on him.
Yeah. It's something where with this kind of situation where the game is as simple as this, it's a ton of fun for me to watch because of how it goes and all of that stuff and what's Kaiji going to do. But also there's that part of me that's like, okay, what would I do in that kind of a situation, right? And it's fun to think about and everything. And yet
when you've got this thing throwing into your ear,
the primal physical fear that you would be feeling, you don't just think rationally, right? Like even Tonegawa would not be able to perform well, right, in that situation with all of his experience and everything, because you've got this thing that's saying I'm gonna go in there and.
I mean, there's a possibility that because he's seen it and stuff like that, he would never actually have the thing drill in ever. Like he would almost never lose.
Sure.
But maybe for the first few times because.
Right, if he does lose and then he actually feels it sitting inside his ear and he's like, wait, shit.
He
hang
hears
on.
it and stuff. Yeah. That's possible. But God, the way in which Kaiji's expression and whole demeanor has changed from just the one episode.
Yep.
I am impressed, show. Keep it going. If you can keep this game drawn out as it is, still going. You know what I really want to see?
What?
Kaiji loses this game, right?
And then he tries to do another with the other ear.
And he's like, do the other ear.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we want your eye. We don't want you to completely lose your senses.
Right.
You have to do your eye next.
Yeah, that'd be too basic.
That'd be too boring.
Yeah. Plenty of people try and do that, but no.
Yeah. And it's just you want another chance? Oh, well, I think we can make an exception
because if you think about it, this whole situation, Kaiji's in this situation because of his greed, right? Like, they gave him the option for something else that would have been an easy 5 to 6 million, and he's like, no, I want to do the high risk thing.
Yeah.
And and even within that, You could have done the 1mm bets earlier, and you
And
didn't.
you won like nothing, basically.
Yeah. Well, or at least on the slave sides and stuff, so that you wouldn't be
Right.
in the situation where it's the, oh, fuck, I have to win or I'll lose my hearing in this year. You know? But,
Yep.
oh,
Because
man.
it's 12 rounds. So if you went 6 losses from slave at 1, you would then have the
24.
ability to do 4 each on the emperor side.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you only won 3 of them,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Yep.
But yeah, this is where you're at, Kaiji. This is what the situation is. We've kind of gone away from the mind game side of things to the no, this is cold hard. Well, it's cold reading. It's cold reading basically of he has a very little amount of time that he's actually spent with you, Kaiji. But just in the short bit of time, your emotions are so frothing over the edge. I love that visual imagery of the jar, the amount of water that you've got, but you can jostle the jar and the water spills over. It makes you easier to read. But the fact that we finally got to the body language stuff, and it's the that's
And it's
exactly
not
what
like
it is.
some one tell thing. It's like, no,
Are you kidding me?
you've got 20. Like,
Yeah, everyone does. This is the kind of thing where even if it's 3 of the 20 things that actually give off the stuff there, I've played a lot of poker and stuff, and the thing is that you don't actually read the tells specifically, but you kind of translate the essence of e-card kind of into that kind of thing of the, are they bluffing or do they have a good hand? Do they believe they can win or are they bluffing?
Right.
And everything comes down to that.
and even with
thus-
something like poker, that gives you a lot more leeway because it's not a binary thing.
Right. It's not a binary thing. It does matter what your hand is as well.
Yep.
So it's the kind of thing where what you do is you just play very little hands and you just spend time reading people. And then once you have a good hand, you check to see if anybody is bluffing and you go, okay, they are. Boom, hard, go in and scare them off to where they don't even go in, or you bet just enough that you give them that hope that they'll come in, which is essentially what the old guy and Tonegawa are doing, is trying to set up a situation where Kaiji would eventually bet the 10, which he did on the slave side. And there we go, we got him.
Yeah.
God, the way the old guy's voice acting with his like one piece fucking laugh, you know?
Yes.
Like, ugh.
This has me by the balls. Like this game, right? Because
we are the slaves now.
all of the 3 characters at play, right? And the ways in which they uniquely contribute to the tension and everything, right? Because Tonegawa, we can kind of get a read on him, as the audience, right? But then there's the old guy who's just
he's the swirling mass of darkness.
He's the swirling mass of darkness, or he's the sound of the drilling in Kaiji's ear, right? Where it's he doesn't have any real tangible effect on this.
Right, that's what I mean. He's a void.
Yeah.
And yet you can hear the maniacal laughter
Exactly.
coming from the void.
Yeah,
There's some
and
monster
it just
deep
puts
down
you on
within
edge.
there. Right. The swirling mass of darkness thing is the idea that like he is the unknown. He is the final boss. He is the thing that is in the pit laughing at you and saying, yes, keep staring at me. I'm going to swallow you whole. Like,
and the thing is, Kaiji could lose here.
Oh, he could.
Like we could absolutely. I could see it being even a big benefit for the story, even if Kaiji then goes, because let's be real, he's been dumb here. He's been greedy here. If he goes through the rest of the story with a permanent reminder of, I can't let my greed get the better of me. I need to make sure that I am unshakable and unreadable, right? But
losing also will break him again psychologically because it's the not just that I lose and I have to be better. It's the I will be forever scarred by that thing. Literally,
yes.
I have paid the cost of something in that regard.
Oh yeah,
and because of who he is, I think he will see that as like eventually like a means by which to get back at these guys and to take those leadership qualities that he's been gaining over the course of the last, dozen episodes or so towards, kind of the next game that he ends up with a little bit more fire. But I don't think he's going to ever really, at least not in this game, solve that flappable nature of him. You know, he's that's kind of who he is. If anything, he needs to listen to Tonegawa's advice and look beyond reason and go into emotion.
Yeah.
There is something about Kaiji's emotions that, when pushed to the extreme, actually reveal a person of deep character and really, really strong, like not character in that regard, but something that there is a strength in him. He just needs to be able to break the bounds of reason in that regard. And so the idea that, yes, he could be reborn from this game is a really cool one. I think if he loses, he will take a bit to bounce back.
Oh, definitely.
But he won't be reborn. He'll be set on the path to rebirth. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's where I think the other really fun outcome for this, because if you think about it from another angle, right now there's the most hope for Kaiji to be able to get out of this okay.
Yes.
But it would be very uninteresting if he wins this last game as Emperor, because then he just does 1 millimeter for the rest of it, and there's no outcome, and he just loses, and there you go.
We can meta this to know that the only time he can win is in the slave.
So while there is the possibility that he could, the win could be that he just survives, he doesn't get any money, and there you go.
Right.
My personal prediction is that it's going to come to the wire with the very last play, and that because it's the last play, and because it's just he has no, like, you know, he loses his hearing either way, that if they want to up the stakes and make it some crazy thing where he can pull out a win, it's the, you know, while the physical trauma of it going more than 1 millimeter would probably break his body and mind, he wouldn't technically be losing anything more than his hearing up to a certain point, you know?
Sure.
I could see him then doing a big bet, and that's how he impresses the two of them even more, as they're like, wait, what? You know? And then he's like, all right, let's go. All of it on this last one.
Well, that's why they set it up with the Emperor first. There's a psychological mode they're trying to put him into, which is not just the desperation of, you know, combination of fear and greed and all that, but the desperation of like, fuck you, I think, a little bit. Like the, will you fight back?
Right.
And that's where reason gets thrown aside. The idea that they're psychologically even pressuring him to set up that state in this moment, I think is something where the old guy, he's seen this before, and they know, oh, if they get to a point where he loses all the Emperor things and stuff like that, we need to still give him enough hope that he'll bet big again on one side.
Sure.
But he won't bet big on the Emperor side because there's more games after that. But like you're saying, if there's only on this last one, they've seen people do that, and probably 99 times out of 100 they lose.
And if you think about it,
it's the most pleasurable thing to this old guy to see people just writhe on the ground screaming and crying. In pain.
Because the machine moves at a constant rate. Would you rather have, you know, would you rather get off on it for 3 seconds while it goes 1 millimeter, or 2 minutes while it goes 30, right? Like, and with how he saw Kaiji, you know, fully break and flip and, you know, and be like, fuck this whole thing at the, with the tic-tac-toe or rock, paper, scissors betting on the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, he's like, oh, I recognize that. Yeah. Even if who knows if it'll get to E-card or whatever, right? Yeah. I like that. I can get off a lot on this guy.
Get a lot of entertainment out of him,
And so then, like...
Yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Roll Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.